All right, welcome into Jammin' Sports, everybody, on this Friday night, where we start our NFL playoffs for Sim season number 37. It'll be an AFC Wildcard playoff game for you tonight. We're just doing one game tonight. It'll be the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. The Chargers come in as the 5 seed. The Raiders come in as the 4 seed in the AFC field of 5 teams. This is the third time these two teams have met during the regular season. They met back in week 1 in Oakland, and the Chargers won that game by a score of 13-3. And then they played just 2 weeks ago in week 15 down in San Diego, where the Chargers beat the Raiders 32-29 in double overtime. So the Raiders, though, they still finished 10-6, one game better than the Chargers at 9-7. That's why the Raiders are hosting this game. All right, let's take a look at the standings here with all of our cast of characters. Misty is 190 on the season, 10 games up, and Misty's going for the Chargers. Gracie is 94 and 97, 3 games under. Gracie's on an 8-game losing streak, and she's 3 games under 500. Penn and Getty is 47 and 40, 7 games over. Evil Dead is 122 and 92. He finishes the regular season 30 games over. Rasputin is 29 and 18, 11 games over. Stormtaker is 3 and 3. Kickin is 18 and 22. We haven't got a pick from them in a while. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head out to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum for our AFC Wildcard playoff game between the Chargers and the Raiders here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It's the Chargers and the Raiders in the AFC Wildcard Playoff. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. Our AFC Wildcard Playoff. Durante McDaniel is taking the Raiders. Evil Dead's taking the Raiders. Penn and Getty has taken the Chargers. Here we go. Oakland will get the opening kickoff. The AFC Wildcard underway. From the goal line, Boykin brings it out over the 10, 15, 20. And Boykin brings it out to the 25-yard line. Terry Boykin, the rookie defensive back out of South Carolina. So the Raiders will get the ball first, led by Ryan Pearson, the 5th-year quarterback out of Washington State. Considering the Raiders started 0-3, they finished 10-6. I mean, they went 10-3 down the stretch. That's impressive. And they got the number 4 seed, wild card. Here's something else to ponder. I'll tell you right after this. 1st and 10 from the Raiders. Pearson under center from their own 25.
Here we go. 190.
Nelson in motion. Pearson fakes the handoff, looks downfield, rolls out, throws, caught by Nelson. And that's Terry Nelson, the 14th-year tight end out of Wisconsin. Out to the 24-yard line, a loss of 2 on the play as Cody Savage came up. The Raiders finished 10-6. 4 of their 6 losses were to the Chargers and the Seahawks. The Raiders lost both games in the regular season to the Chargers, and they lost both games in the regular season to the Seahawks. However, they finished 10-6. A game up on the Chargers. And they only finished one game behind the Seahawks, who were 11-5, AFC West champions. On 2nd and 12 from the 24-yard line, Pearson hands off to Cousins up the middle. Orlando Cousins, a big gain, out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 14. Cody Savage again on the tackle. Orlando Cousins in his 7th year out of Louisiana Tech. Cody Savage, the 3rd-year safety out of Oregon. First down, Raiders. Opening drive. The winner of this game will play at Pittsburgh in the AFC divisional playoffs. The winner of this game gets to travel to the number 1 seed Steelers. Fun. The other divisional playoff will be the Seahawks and the Dolphins in Miami. 1st and 10. Raiders come out. 4 wide. Pearson in the shotgun.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Pearson hands off to Cousins. And Cousins gets taken down after a 1-yard gain. Let's take a look at the Raiders offense. Up front, Reed, Graves, Gillespie, Allen, and Walters. And then it's Abrams, Law, Cousins, Brown, and Crossland. Davis has joined us. Got a pretty good crowd here on this Friday. Just one game tonight. We only have one AFC wildcard. Instead of 6 teams qualifying, only 5 qualified for the playoffs in the AFC. Only 5 teams finished with a winning record. On 2nd and 9, Pearson fakes the handoff. Pearson throws and caught by Antonio Abrams out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards to Abrams, the 2nd-year receiver out of LSU. There is a very good chance that I will be on tomorrow night with the NFC wildcards. The weather forecast tomorrow does not look good for our tractor pull tomorrow night. It doesn't look good for our car show tomorrow afternoon. We're expecting heavy thunderstorms tomorrow. If that's the case, the NFC wildcards will be tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Pearson to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 41-yard line. Let's take a look at the Chargers defense. They play a 4-3. Keith, Gore, Sparks, and Smith up front. Linebackers, Phillips, Briggs, and Bolton. And the secondary, Banks, Granger, Savage, and Gilbert. If that is the case tomorrow night, I'll be on at 7 o'clock Eastern time for an NFC wildcard doubleheader. We'll have the Giants and the Vikings in Game 1, and then the Packers at the Redskins for Game 2 tomorrow night, 7 Eastern. If we get rained out, I'll keep you posted. Pearson on 2nd and 9. Pearson throws, caught by Abrams, down to the Charger 22-yard line, a gain of 19. And that'll be another Raider first down. Antonio Abrams in his 2nd year out of LSU. If we do get the NFC wildcards in tomorrow night, that means on Sunday I can get the 4 division games in, divisional playoffs. And if that's the case, on Sunday we'll start at 4 Eastern. And that will just leave everything else. Giants fan, our good friend from out near Portland, Oregon. Good to see you. Pearson, the Law, and Casey Law to the 22-yard line. No gain. Maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tackle made by John Keith, the defensive end. Our good friend, Giants fan, out there on the West Coast. Good to see you. This is our AFC wildcard playoff game. 2nd and 9. Pearson in the shotgun.
Here we go.
Pearson draws back. Pearson throws, caught. Nope, Brown couldn't hold on. They were looking for Drake Brown, the tight end, the rookie out of Duke. Breaking up the pass was James Granger, the 11th year safety out of Texas. The winner of this game will play at the Steelers in the divisional round. And the Seahawks will play the Dolphins in the other AFC divisional. Be 3rd and 9 for the Raiders at the Charger 22-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. 4 wide, Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson looking. Pearson throws, caught by Cousins, turns upfield, and Orlando Cousins down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 18, and that'll be a Raider first down. Well, you get a lot of bonus stuff with the bundle, Davis, like you get cards and stuff. You get early access. You get it 7 days early. But you're right, it's not worth it. Now, I have pre-ordered the college game, and I'll have it downloaded on July 7th. It'll automatically download. I've already taken care of that. First and goal from the 4-yard line. In the I formation, Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Casey Law. And Law gets a yard. Well, not even that. Back to the line of scrimmage. John Keith on the tackle. He's second and goal from the 4-yard line. As I said earlier, the Chargers won both regular season meetings, but still finished a game back of the Raiders. Second and goal from the 4. Pearson in the gun. Nelson in motion. Hands off to Law. And Casey Law will lose 2 yards as Bobby Bolton, the linebacker, came in his 9th year out of Memphis and made the tackle. It'll be third and goal back at the 6. Casey Law, the 4th year back out of Navy. Bolton was never blocked. You might want to put a hat on him. Just one game tonight. I really get the feeling I'll be back here tomorrow night. The weather just not look good. Third and goal from the 6-yard line. Pearson under center. Pearson draws back. Looks, throws, caught by Clymer. One-handed catch. Back of the end zone. Peyton Clymer. A 6-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. The 11th year receiver out of Tennessee, Peyton Clymer. Oh, nice footwork. That's definitely a catch. They might review it anyway. There's the review. It should hold up.
The previous play is under review.
Look at that one-handed grab. Just like I would have done. Man. Ruling on the field stands. Good touchdown, and the Raiders take a 6-0 lead. And now Cody Foster, the 4th year kicker out of Stanford, will come on for the extra point. And it blocked. It got blocked. Dylan Silva, the 4th year defensive back out of Abilene Christian, blocked the field goal attempt, the extra point attempt. So the Raiders come away with just a 6-0 lead instead of a 7-0 lead. That might come back to haunt the Raiders. 3:01 left to play in the first quarter. That was a long drive for Oakland. The Chargers have yet to touch the football with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And the Chargers will get it for the first time, already down 6-0. Skylar Rory will kick off for the Raiders, I do believe. The puncher does the kickoff duties. Nope, looks like Foster is going to kick off. All right, Foster will kick. Fielded at the 4-yard line by Marcus Fields over the 20, 25, and Fields brings it out through the 31-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will have it with 2:57 left. Here in the first quarter, Raiders up by a score of 6-0. Stephen Gardner, the quarterback, in his 8th year at the University of Houston. Spent 7 years with the Giants, 6 of which was a backup. Was a starter in his last season with the Giants, led them to the NFC East title. Became a free agent. The Chargers needed a quarterback, and Gardner said, you know what? I think I'll go out to San Diego. And he led them to a playoff berth here in his first season with the Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Everybody in tight. Gardner hands off to Landrum around the outside. And Landrum finally gets taken down, a shoestring tackle out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. That's Jack Landrum, the rookie out of North Carolina. Shoestring tackle made by number 91, Brandon Ryan, 8th-year defensive end out of Iowa State. 2:35 and counting here in the first quarter. Raiders up 6-0. 5 wide for the Chargers. Gardner in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Gardner looking. Throws. And threw it behind, overthrew his receiver. Incomplete. Here's the Chargers offense. Up front, Speaks, Myers, Pounder, Kennedy, and Williams. And then it's George, Fields, Lattimore, Roush, and Randolph. Third and 1 from the 40-yard line for San Diego. On 3rd down, Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Marcus Lattimore, does he pick up the first down? No. Came up just a little bit short. It'll be 4th and inches. Tackle made by Raylan Smith, the 2nd-year linebacker out of South Florida. Marcus Lattimore, the 5th-year back out of Tulsa. And the Chargers will punt on 4th and inches from their own 41-yard line. Mark Erickson back to punt. Gets the punt away. Yeah, they played last night. They're tired. And that will bounce into the end zone. Touchback. And the Raiders will have it at the 20-yard line. 1:54 left to play here in the first quarter. So the Raiders get a touchdown in their opening drive, and the Chargers go 3 and out. Yep. Chargers lost to the Seahawks in the regular season finale last night, 21-10. The Chargers only had 64 yards of total offense. And so far, they're not off to a good start in this one. 1st and 10. Raiders will have it at their own 20-yard line. Pearson under center. Nelson in motion. Pearson fakes the handoff. Pearson throws, and that was broken up. They were looking for Nelson. It was broken up by John Keith, the defensive end. It'll be 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line, 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson looking. Pearson throws, caught by Brown, and Drake Brown out to the 24-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards and bring up 3rd and 6. The rookie tight end out of Duke, Odell Briggs, on the tackle. Briggs, the 9th-year linebacker out of Wisconsin. 3rd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Raiders come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Pearson back to throw. Looking, throws near side. Caught by Abrams down the sideline. Antonio Abrams out to the 45-yard line. That's a 31-yard gain by Antonio Abrams. First down, Raiders. The Raiders. I can hear John Facenda. The autumn wind is a pirate. The late, great John Facenda, best voice ever. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Pearson under center.
Here we go. What? 9.
Pearson to Law, and Casey Law to the 42-yard line. A gain of 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Odell Briggs on the tackle. We're down to 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Raiders up 6-0. On the move once again. Chargers have only had it for 3 plays. Pearson looking. Pearson throws. Cut. Oh. Threw it a bit off to the side of Abrams. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7. .35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Raiders come out 4 wide. Pearson in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Pearson looking. Pearson throws and caught by Clymer. And Peyton Clymer to the 27-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. And a Raider first down. The 11th year receiver out of Tennessee. If the Raiders win, they'll play at Pittsburgh. Boy, Raiders, Steelers in the playoffs, boy, that brings back memories. If that is the case. If the Chargers win, they'll play at Pittsburgh. First and 10 Raiders from the Charger 27-yard line. Will they get the playoff in time? They do. Pearson. Play action, rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Nelson. Down to the 25, a gain of 2. At the end of 1, Raiders lead it 6-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. As we get ready to start the second quarter, our AFC Wildcard playoff game here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders lead it 6-0. We're into the postseason. Always exciting. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Pearson under center. Pearson draws back, throws downfield, caught by Clymer. He's having himself a first half. 17 yards down to the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Raiders. On the tackle, number 21, Arsenio Gilbert, the rookie out of Ohio State. Chargers have what? 9 yards of total offense? They've only had it for 3 plays. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Cousins in motion. Pearson looking. Pearson throws. Caught by Clymer. Touchdown. Who else? An 8-yard touchdown catch by Peyton Clymer. His second of the half. And the Raiders go up 12-0. Good look at the Oakland Coliseum in its football configuration. And now the extra point by Cody Foster. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 13-0. 7:28 left to play here in the first half. Live from the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California, our AFC Wildcard playoff game here at Jammin' Sports. There's just something about the Raiders in Oakland. It's where they need to be. Oakland. Oakland forever. Cody Foster will kick off for the Raiders. From the 3-yard line, Terrence Broadway out over the 20, 25, and Broadway out to the 26-yard line. First down, Chargers. When I was a kid, growing up in the 70s, I hated the Raiders because they always seemed to beat Miami, except for the 73 championship game when Miami beat the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl. I hated them, but I respected them. They had some great teams in the 70s, and they had a great fan base. Nobody wanted to play the Raiders in Oakland, ever. They had a mystique about them, which made them cool. Even though I hated them, I still thought they were cool. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Gardner under center on first down. Gardner looking, throws, and Roush can't hold on. Pass was broken up by Dwayne Jefferson, fifth-year safety out of Hampton. Jim Roush, the 18th year tight end out of Navy. This could be his last game of his career if the Chargers lose. He's not coming back. He's retiring after this season. On 2nd and 10, Gardner under center in the offset eye. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Marcus Lattimore picks up a yard to the 27-yard line, if that much. Now they say no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. Tackle made by Leighton Cripps, the 12th-year defensive tackle out of Kansas State. On 3rd down, 4 wide, Gardner in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Gardner looking. Gardner throws, and incomplete. Chargers go 3 and out again. They do not have a first down. They still only have 9 yards of offense. And now Mark Erickson in a punt. Erickson gets the punt away. From the 23-yard line, Levi Crosland out over the 35. They'll put him out at the 36-yard line. Crosland, the 6th-year receiver out of Virginia. And now Ryan Pearson comes back out to lead the Raider offense. Raiders can make this a 3-possession game with a touchdown. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Penn and Getty, Durante McDaniels, Sports Davis in the house. On this Friday, just one game tonight. I have to get my DJ stuff ready for tomorrow. 1st and 10, Pearson to Cousins. Orlando Cousins out to the 40. A gain of 4 yards. They get 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Odell Briggs, the linebacker, on the tackle. I have a quandary I need to ask y'all. I'll go over it here in a second. On 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line, Pearson under center. Pearson looking. Pearson steps up. Pearson's going to take off and gets out to the 48-yard line. Here's my quandary. Now, we're going to use 19 again next season. There's no need to change. But I had early thoughts about moving the Raiders to Baltimore, or moving the Raiders to Baltimore, moving the Colts to Baltimore. But to do that, I'd have to put the Chargers back in Los Angeles. I kind of like having the Chargers in San Diego. I'll complete my thought in a second. 1st and 10 from the 48. Pearson to Law. Casey Law around the outside. And Law out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Madden 19 has 2 extra stadiums. I use one for the Dolphins because I don't like Hard Rock. And I used the other one this season. I used them for the Chargers. I would have to use it for the Colts next season, and the Chargers would have to go back to that soccer stadium, which I don't like. But then, if I keep the Chargers in San Diego, then I have to keep the Ravens. And the Colts would go back to Indianapolis. I'm torn. 2nd and 1 from the 43-yard line. Pearson under center. Pearson to Cousins around the outside. Orlando Cousins. And he fumbles. And it's recovered by Odell Briggs. I know y'all don't like the Ravens. That ball is definitely out. Odell Briggs caused the fumble and recovered the fumble. I mean, I can live with that Carson Stadium for the Chargers. It's just really nice this season being in San Diego. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Wish I had a third stadium, then I'd have my problem solved. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Pearson under center.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Or actually Gardner under center. And Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and he'll lose a yard. Back to the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. Tackle made by Cody Neal, the 13th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. .452 and counting. On 2nd and 11, Chargers come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner steps up. Looking. Throws near side. Caught by Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 39-yard line. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 11. Coming up to make the tackle, number 22 for the Raiders, Herschel Grady, the 9th-year defensive back out of Louisville. They'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers have a first down yet. I know they recovered a fumble here to get this far out. They don't have a first down yet. 3rd and 11 from their own 39-yard line. Chargers come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. 319.
Gardner looking. Gardner looking. He's got all day. Gardner's going to crank it up and throw. Now they have a first down. Jacoby George all the way down to the 8-yard line. Wow, that's a 53-yard catch. Jacoby George. It'll be 1st and goal Chargers. And just like that, the Chargers are knocking at the door. They can make it a one-possession game. Chargers in LA, they are not here yet. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner looking. On 1st and goal, throws and is picked off by Dwayne Jefferson in the end zone for the Raiders. Just when you think the Chargers might get back in this game, Jefferson picks it off, the 5th-year safety out of Hampton. They just tripled their total yardage in 6 quarters. It's about right. And Oakland gets it back. I mean, I can live with the Chargers in Los Angeles and put the Colts in Baltimore. I mean, I can live with that. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out a way where I could keep the Chargers in San Diego. Raiders will have it at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10. Raiders come out in the I formation. Pearson under center. Pearson, play action, looks downfield, throws deep, and caught by Crosland. Levi Crosland out to the 40, a gain of 20, and that'll be a Raider first down. Boy, these halftime stats are going to be interesting. We're live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Our AFC Wildcard playoff game here at Jammin' Sports. The Raiders lead it by a score of 13-0. We're in the 2nd quarter. The winner will advance and play the Steelers in the divisional round in Pittsburgh. 1st and 10, Raiders now at their own 40-yard line. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Pearson in the shotgun. Hands off. No. Fakes it. Looking. Throws deep. And Abrams can't hold on. Pass was broken up by James Granger, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. .252 left in the first half. Everybody in tight. Pearson under center on 2nd and 10. White in motion. Pearson to Law, and Casey Law is going to get stacked up for a 5-yard loss. The Chargers were in there quick. Make it a 6-yard loss. Be 3rd and 16. Thomas Gore came in, made the tackle. The third-year defensive tackle out of Georgia Tech. It'll be 3rd and 16 for the Raiders. Clock is moving, 2:32 and counting. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Raiders come out. 2 backs in the backfield. Pearson among them in the shotgun. Brown in motion. Pearson fakes the handoff, and he's going to get sacked back at the 29, a loss of 6. Bobby Bolton on the sack. And that's going to bring up 4th and 21 for the Raiders. Chargers got out to a slow start, but now they're starting to wake up. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 13-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, our AFC Wildcard playoff game. 2 minutes left in the first half. Raiders lead the Chargers 13-0. The Raiders face a 4th and 21 at their own 29-yard line. Back to punt, Skylar Rory, the rookie out of Maryland. Rory gets the punt away. From the 18-yard line, Marcus Fields out over the 30. Fields brings it out to the 37-yard line. Well, San Diego has all 3 of their timeouts. 151 to work with. Let's see if they can get a score before halftime as Steven Gardner comes back out to lead the offense. See if the Chargers can make it a 1-possession game. And let's not forget, the Chargers get the second half kickoff. Raiders had it first, scored a touchdown their opening drive. 4 wide, Gardner in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gardner looking. And throws outside to Lattimore, turns upfield, but only gets about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Chargers go to the hurry-up offense. Gardner in the shotgun, 2nd and 8. Gardner looking. He's going to throw it deep and caught by Deon Tate out to the Raider 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards and a Charger first down. He gets out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. The 9th-year receiver out of Vanderbilt stops the clock with 1:27 left in the half. Chargers gearing up for a 2-for here, a 2-for-1, if they can get it. First and 10 for the Raider 45. By the way, a gorgeous day in Oakland. 60 degrees at kickoff. First and 10 from the 45. Gardner looking, throws, gets it out to Jacoby George. All the way out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 11. First down, San Diego. Gracie's here. Where are you, Gracie? Say hi. There you go. Gracie is currently on an 8-game losing streak, though. I just thought I'd let you know. She was 5 up. She's now 3 down. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. 4 wide. Gardner looking. Steps up. Throws deep and incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 1:18 left in the half. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Dion Tate, the intended receiver. Misty is the 2nd person ever in some season history to get to the 100 mark in the predictions. Evil Dead, of course, was the first. 2nd and 10. Gardner looking. Throws near side. Caught by Roush. Roush 2 yards out to the 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8. Dwayne Jefferson came up, made the tackle. And the clock is stopped for some reason. Clock should be running. It'll be 3rd and 8. Now the Chargers take a timeout. With 1:01 left in the half, it'll be 3rd and 8 for San Diego at the Raider 32-yard line. Raiders up 13-0. They did miss an extra point. It was blocked on their first touchdown. Still looming large out there. AFC Wildcard playoff. The winner will play at Pittsburgh in the divisional round. 3rd and 8. Gardner under center. Gardner drops back. Gardner throws inside to Broadway. And Terrence Broadway to the 21-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Charger first down. They take a timeout. They have 1 left. Here in the half. 1st and 10 from the Raider 21-yard line. 56 seconds left until halftime. Evil Dead took the Raiders. Everybody else took the Chargers in this one. Chargers offense out to a slow start in this one, but they seem to have something going now. 1st and 10 from the Raider 21. 4 wide, single back. Gardner in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Gardner looks. Gardner throws and, boy, overthrown and nearly picked off. Chargers got lucky there. Nelson Brown, the safety, nearly picked it off. The 4th-year safety out of Georgia Tech. Not right now. Not right now. I'll have some later. Not right now. 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Chargers come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Single back. Gardner looking. Gardner throws. Caught by Roush. And he's in for the touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown catch by Jim Roush. The ageless wonder, the 18th year tight end out of Navy. He's 45 years old, playing tight end. And he gets the Chargers on the scoreboard with a touchdown reception right before halftime. With the gold shoes. And now Mark Erickson will come on for the extra point to make it a 6-point game. Erickson for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. The Raiders' lead is now 13-7. 47 seconds left to play here in the first half. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Our AFC Wildcard playoff game here at Jammin' Sports. Let's see what the Raiders can do. They have 3 timeouts, 47 seconds in which to work with. Here in the East Bay, Oakland, California, across the bay from San Francisco. There's the kick. From the 3-yard line, Boykin brings it out. Terry Boykin, a nice return. All the way out to the 37-yard line. 40 seconds left. The rookie out of South Carolina. And now the Raiders, they're about 35 to 40 yards away from a decent field goal shot. Let's see if they can get there. They have all 3 of their timeouts, 40 seconds to work with. Raiders can make it a 2-possession game if they get a field goal. Raiders come out 4 wide. Pearson in the shotgun, single back. 1st and 10. Pearson looks. Pearson throws and caught at the 47. They said he was inbounds. That's Levi Crosland. I'm not sure about that. It's a gain of 12 if he was inbounds. It'll be a first down. They'll review that. That was not inbounds. The first foot was out of bounds. I don't see a review yet. If they don't review this, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Charger 47. Boy, somebody upstairs is dropping the ball here. There it is, finally. Probably got a call from New York. Hey, say, hey. They'll take a look. Yeah, that initial foot's out of bounds. Right there. Out of bounds. Levi Crosland, the 6th-year receiver out of Virginia.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
It's reversed, incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock. Good call. With 36 seconds left in the half, it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. The officials got that one right. On 2nd and 10, 3 to the near side. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson to Cousins, and Cousins to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6. Raiders take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 4 at their own 43-yard line. 31 seconds left here in the first half. Just one game tonight. In all likelihood, we'll have a doubleheader for you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Chances are we're going to get rained out tomorrow at the fair, so I'll be here. It'll be the Giants and the Vikings, and that'll be followed by the Packers and the Redskins, the NFC Wildcard playoffs. I was looking, I'll share something here in a second. 3rd and 4. Pearson draws back, throws, caught by Abrams, and Abrams all the way out to the 44. That's a 13-yard gain, and it'll be a Raider first down. The AFC, of the 14 teams, only 5 finished with a winning record. In the NFC, they were almost in the same boat. Only 6 of the 14 finished with a winning record, so they had just enough to qualify for the playoffs. Why such a disparity? Because you had several teams. You had the Rams at 14-2, the Steelers at 13-3, the Dolphins at 12-4. You had a lot of teams with single teams with a lot of wins. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 4 wide, Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson looking. Pearson throws, caught by Crosland. Crosland out to the 35-yard line. You had an inordinate amount of teams with double-digit wins. And the Raiders take a timeout with 10 seconds left. Raiders are going to try a 52-yard field goal. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 35. Ten seconds left. This will be Cody Foster, the fourth-year kicker out of Stanford, from 52 yards to give the Raiders a 9-point lead if they can. Kick is up, and it's not going to be long enough. No good. 6 seconds left in the half. Raiders lead it 13-7. And now the Chargers, let's see what they do. They have pretty good field position here. They might be close enough for a Hail Mary. I'm hoping I get the NFC Wildcard games in tomorrow. That way, I can get the AFC and NFC divisional playoff games in on Sunday. That'd be a quadruple hitter on Sunday before I have to take a break for a week. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking, throws deep down the sideline into a crowd, incomplete. Bounced around. Terry Boykin knocked it down, the defensive back. 2nd and 10. During the regular season, we saw a couple of these actually work. We all remember the Eagles-Saint game. On the last play of the game, Eagles threw a Hail Mary and it worked. 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. This should be the last play of the half. Gardner looking. Gardner throws into a crowd again, overthrows everybody, and is picked off by Boykin coming back. Boykin brings it back out to the 43. Halftime score, the Raiders 13, the Chargers 7, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Stadium, Oakland, California. Actually, they call it the Coliseum. Our AFC Wildcard playoff game. The Raiders lead the Chargers 13-7 as we get set to start the third quarter. The winner of this game will play at Pittsburgh against the number 1 seeded Steelers in the divisional round. The other AFC divisional game has been set. It's the Seahawks at the Dolphins. Raiders will kick off. Foster kicks. Broadway from the 1-yard line over the 20, 25, and Terrence Broadway, a nice return out to the 34-yard line. The third-year receiver out of VMI. Chargers now can actually take the lead on this drive if they get a touchdown and the point after. Raiders had an extra point blocked in the first quarter. That's why their lead is 13-7. The Raiders are the 4 seed. The Chargers are the 5 seed. First and 10. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner fakes the handoff. Gardner looking. He's got all day. He's going to chuck it deep. Going long, and it's incomplete. He threw into double coverage. Herschel Grady knocks it away. Aaron Randolph, the intended receiver. Randolph, the third-year receiver out of Maryland. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and they're lucky it wasn't picked off. There were two Raiders sitting there. Second and 10 for the Chargers at their own 34-yard line. 7:46 left here in the third. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws outside, caught by Jacoby George out to the 38. And that'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Jacoby George in his third year out of Miami. Raylan Smith had the coverage, the linebacker. 3rd and 5 for San Diego now at their own 38-yard line. They come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Throws down the middle, caught by George. Gets the first down out to the 47-yard line. First down, Chargers. Raylan Smith on the tackle. First and 10. Chargers at their own 47-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks, throws outside to Lattimore. And Marcus Lattimore gets out to midfield. A gain of 3 yards. Make it a gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. Raylan Smith came up, made the tackle, the linebacker. 6:42 and counting. We're in the third quarter. 3 receivers off to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner to Lattimore up the middle, and Marcus Lattimore to the 42. A gain of 8. And that'll be a Charger first down. Well, nice drive so far by San Diego here to start the third quarter. Raiders up 13-7. AFC Wildcard playoff game. Chargers come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner fakes the handoff. Steps up, throws, and caught by George. No. He took a shot. Cody Neal, the linebacker, the former Lion, made the hit in his 13th year out of Oklahoma State. Neal spent 12 years with Detroit, now in his first year with the Raiders. 2nd and 10 for the 42-yard line. 4 wide, Gardner in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Gardner hands off to Fields, and Marcus Fields to the 32-yard line, close to another first down. The second year back out of Stephen F. Austin. It'll be 30 inches from the 32-yard line. Dwayne Jefferson, the safety, came up, made the tackle. Third and inches from the Raider 32. They come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner to the up back. Clark gets the first down. The fullback, Vince Clark, the rookie out of North Texas. A gain of 2 yards to the 31. And that'll be a Charger first down. They hand it to the big man. And Alfred Bullock made the tackle, the 4th-year defensive end out of Oklahoma State. Chargers continue to move. This is a long drive to start the third quarter. Raiders have yet to touch the ball here in the second half. Chargers come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner, play action. Gardner looking, throws deep, and it's nearly picked off by Herschel Grady. He drops it though, incomplete. Ball was underthrown. Once again, they're looking for Aaron Randolph. They kept Randolph so far without a catch today. Randolph is the Chargers' second highest rated wide receiver behind Jacoby George. He has yet to catch a pass. 2nd and 10 for the Chargers at the Raider 31. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking, throws near side. Lattimore to the 30. Gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. On the tackle, Don Reese in his 12th year out of Indiana. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 30-yard line. Clock is moving, 4:35 and counting. 3rd and 9 for the Chargers at the Raider 30-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun, single back, 4 wide. Gardner looking. It's picked up by the Raiders. Stokes, the linebacker, snags it out of the air. Bryce Stokes, the 4th-year linebacker out of Southern Mississippi. That is twice the Chargers have driven into Raider territory, threatening to score and then throwing a pick to end their drive. Raider defense comes up big once again as the linebacker Bryce Stokes picks it off. First down, Raiders going the other way. Here at the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California, our AFC Wildcard playoff game here at Jam In Sports. Raiders up 13-7. Chance for Oakland now to make it a 2-score game again. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. A lot of dropped by the Raiders. Pearson to Cousins out the middle, and Orlando Cousins to the 39-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Yep, shades of TL, your favorite quarterback. James Granger on the tackle, the safety. Under 4 minutes now left to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 3 for the Raiders. Pearson in the shotgun, 4 wide. Pearson hands off to Cousins, and Orlando Cousins out to the 46-yard line. And that'll be a Raider first down. My game plan, tomorrow the NFC Wildcard doubleheader. Sunday, the divisional playoffs. We'll have a quadruple header on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. But then I'm off for the fair for 6 days. We'll play Sunday, and then we won't be back till the next Sunday. I plan on having the championship games on July 5th, the Sunday doubleheader. Cousins to the 49, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And then on Monday night, July 6th, and I can start early that day. I'll be on vacation. It'll be Super Bowl 37. That's my game plan. On 2nd and 7 from the 49 in the I formation, Pearson hands off to Law. Casey Law picks up the first down out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Raider first down. John Keith making the tackle. 2:40 left. Here in the 3rd quarter, Raiders up by 6. It's been 13-7 for a while now. On 1st and 10. Everybody in tight, single back. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 40. Lost a yard. Now they say no gain. Odell Briggs on the tackle, the linebacker for the Chargers. It'll be 2nd and 10. Two minutes left to play here in the third quarter.
Here we go.
Pearson to Cousins up the middle. Orlando Cousins to the 32-yard line, a gain of 8. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Cody Savage came up, made the tackle. The third-year safety out of Oregon. On 3rd down, Raiders come out in the eye. Pearson under center. Pearson to Law, and Cody Savage came around the outside on the blitz and got the tackle for a 4-yard loss. That'll bring up 4th and 6. Great play by Cody Savage. And now Cody Foster will come on. This will be a 52-yard field goal attempt. He missed from 52 earlier. He was going the other way. Kick is up. That one has a chance, and it's good. He nails it. And the Raiders go up by 9, 16-7, with 1:01 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California, our AFC Wildcard playoff game here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders up 16-7. I can pretty much say with about 95% confidence that I'll be here tomorrow night. It's not looking good for tomorrow, for the fair. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I get there tomorrow morning for the dog show and they tell me they canceled the tractor pull already. There's the kick from the 2-yard line. Terrence Broadway over the 20, 25, and Broadway out to the 26-yard line. We're expecting thunderstorms tonight here in the Nashville area. Pretty good ones, too. And if that tractor pull track is just inundated with water, they'll never get it ready in time. So I can say with about 95% certainty that I'll be on tomorrow night with the NFC Wildcard playoffs. It's sprinkling, I think, at the moment. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Gardner hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore out to the 34-yard line. For those that are new here and you're wondering what I'm talking about, we have a local county fair here in Tennessee. I do all the announcing. It starts tomorrow, and we'll run through the following Saturday. Now, they don't do anything on the Sunday, but they go from Saturday to Saturday. And I do all the announcing, so I'll be there. There is a tractor pull that's scheduled for tomorrow night, but I don't think it'll go off. I do all the announcing. 2nd and 3 from the 34-yard line. Gardner in the gun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore gets hit for a 5-yard loss. Raylan Smith came up and made the tackle. He's been everywhere today. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Chargers. Back at the 29-yard line. Misty's coming in. Is it raining yet? You got thunderstorms on the way, though. Yep. It's hot. It's been hot and muggy all day. Coming up on the end of the third quarter, we'll get the playoff in time. 3rd and 8 for the Chargers at their own 29. At the end of 3, Raiders up 16-7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, the AFC Wildcard playoff game. We go to the fourth quarter. Raiders lead the Chargers 16-7. It'll be 3rd and 8 for San Diego at their own 29-yard line. The Chargers really have to get something going or they're going to be done. Raiders trying to punch their ticket to Pittsburgh for next week. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. 3rd and 8. Gardner fakes the handoff. Throws and caught by Jacoby George. He's off to the races. And they finally get him down at the 17-yard line. A 64-yard gain to Jacoby George, the 3rd-year receiver out of Miami. Finally tracking him down was Tommy Hill and Herschel Grady for the Raiders. But the Chargers are now threatening. The last 2 times the Chargers threatened like this, they threw a pick. Chargers trying to make it a 1-possession game again. 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 17-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner looking. Gardner throws, caught by Tate, holds on at the 9-yard line. A gain of 9 yards to be 2nd and 1. Durante McDaniel is here. How you doing today, Durante? I saw you earlier. 2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line. Chargers come out in the offset eye. Gardner to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore pushing his way down to the 5, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 1st and goal for the Chargers. Great to hear it. Misty says hi. First and goal from the 5-yard line. On 1st down, Chargers come out, everybody in tight, single back, Gardner under center. Gardner to Lattimore. Touchdown, Chargers! A 5-yard touchdown run by Marcus Lattimore, the 5th-year back out of Tulsa. And the Chargers make it a 1-possession game again as they're down 16-13 with the extra point to come. This one's not over yet. And now Tyler Hines will come on for the point after to make it a 2-point game. That missed extra point, that blocked extra point on the Raiders is looming large. Extra points up and good. Raiders lead it 16-14 now, 6:29 left. Here in the 4th quarter. Here at the Oakland Coliseum. Still plenty of time for the Chargers to get a stop and get the ball back. Mark Erickson will kick off. Let's see if the Raiders can get a long drive. Chargers possibly get a stop. Kickoff by Erickson. And this will be fielded at the 1 by Crosland over the 10, 15, 20, 25, and Levi Crosland out to the 29-yard line. First down Raiders with 6:25 left. Ryan Pearson, his numbers on the day. He comes out. The 5th-year quarterback out of Washington State. The Washington State Cougar, Ryan Pearson. Raiders come out in the I formation. Pearson under center. Pearson to Cousins, and Orlando Cousins makes his way to the 36-yard line, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Clock is moving. We're coming up on 6 minutes left. Raiders trying to get a drive going here, eat up some time. Pearson in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide on second down. Pearson fakes the handoff, looking, throws deep, going for the jugular, jump ball incomplete, looking for a Clymer, and the ball was broken up. The pass was by Arsenio Gilbert, the rookie out of Ohio State. Knocks it away. That stops the clock. If I'm the Raiders, I'm only throwing if I have to. That was second down. Almost a one-handed catch by Clymer, but Gilbert knocks it away. 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Raiders come out 4 wide. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson draws back, sets up a screen pass to Cousins. He gets nailed for a 5-yard loss. Odell Briggs on the tackle. It'll be 4th and 7. The Raiders are going to have to punt. And now the Chargers are going to have a chance to take the lead. Plenty of time left. 5:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. What do I say about momentum? It is a fickle bitch. I said bitch. I said bitch on Twitch. I said it 3 times. Misty's giving me this look. Skylar Rory back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 21-yard line, Marcus Fields brings it out to the 28. Misty goes, I know a lot of those. I've known a lot of those in my day, too. 1st and 10 for the Chargers now at their own 28-yard line. Can the Chargers take the lead for the first time? They've never led in this game. Raiders lead it 16-14. Raiders had a 13-0 lead at one point. 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun on first down. Gardner fakes the handoff. Watch out. Rolls out. In trouble now and gets sacked back at the 16. That'll be a loss of 12 yards. Alfred Bullock, the 4th-year defensive end out of Oklahoma State, on the sack. It'll be 2nd and 22. It's a big sack for the Raiders. Just one game tonight. I have to prep my stuff for tomorrow. For the dog and cat show, I just MC that. I don't have to set it up. But the car show, I have to set all that up. So I have to get all my stuff ready. 2nd and 22 from the 16-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws near side. Caught by Jacoby George. And George to the 19. A gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 19. Jacoby George, 133 yards receiving on the afternoon here. It'll be 3rd and 19 for the Chargers at their own 19. 4:25 and counting. Raiders lead by 2, 16-14. AFC Wildcard playoff. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner fakes the handoff. Gardner throws. Caught by Randolph. And Aaron Randolph out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 23 yards. And a Charger first down. That'll move the chains. Herschel Grady on the tackle. 9th-year defense back out of Louisville. Under 4 minutes to play. All the Chargers need is a field goal to take the lead. 1st and 10. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws and caught by Roush. Roush to the 48 of their own 48. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Jason Law on the tackle. the 10th-year defensive back out of Arizona. Four wide for the Chargers on 2nd and 4. Single back, Gardner in the gun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws, caught by Fields, and Marcus Fields all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 17. Another Charger first down. And now San Diego's on the edge of field goal range. Coming up to make the tackle, number 33, Nelson Brown, the 4th-year safety out of Georgia Tech, along with Jason Law, number 26. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Gardner in the gun, 4 wide. Gardner looking. Gardner throws, near side, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock, 2:42 left. It'd be a 52-yard field goal from here. Gardner in the gun on 2nd and 10. Gardner draws back, throws near side, and Randolph holds on at the 29-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Aaron Randolph with the catch. Now it would be a 46-yard field goal. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Chargers are in field goal range now. 4 wide, single back. Gardner in the shotgun, 3rd and 4. Gardner looks. Gardner looking, throws deep, and he overthrew his intended receiver, Deon Tate. It'll be 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 2:08 left in regulation. Raiders up by 2. And now Tyler Hines will come on. And this will be a 46-yard field goal attempt to give the Chargers their first lead of the day. Hines from 46. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is no good. He missed it wide right. He did a Scott Norwood. He Norwooded it. And the Raiders continued to lead 16-14. It was long enough, but he missed it wide right. Raiders still lead it 16-14. We'll have the 2-minute warning after this play. And the Raiders have it pretty good field position at their own 36-yard line. On first down, Gardner in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gardner, or Pearson, excuse me. Pearson looking. Pearson throws near side, caught by Crosland. Down to the 47. 2-minute warning. Raiders up 16-14 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Our AFC Wildcard playoff game. Raiders just got a first down out to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Down to the Charger 47-yard line. Raiders trying to put this away in advance to play Pittsburgh in the divisional round. They hand off to Casey Law, who picks up 4 down to the 43-yard line. Chargers take a timeout. If the Raiders can pick up a first down, they might be able to put this one away. The AFC divisional playoffs will be set once this game is over. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Raiders come out in the eye. Pearson under center.
Come on, let's go.
Pearson to Cousins. And Orlando Cousins back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Chargers take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 6. Thomas Gore on the tackle. If the Raiders win, they'll play at Pittsburgh, and the Seahawks play at Miami. If the Chargers win, they play at Pittsburgh, and the Seahawks will still play at Miami. This is a big 3rd down right here. Chargers trying to get a stop and get the ball back. The Raiders can wrap it up right here with a 1st down. Raiders come out 5 wide, empty backfield. Pearson in the shotgun. That's a passing formation. Pearson drops back. Looking, throws, and Haskell drops it. I don't know why they passed. John Haskell couldn't hold on. Actually, that was the other Haskell. That's they got 2 of them. Isaiah Haskell, the 2nd-year receiver out of Army, could not hold on. That'll stop the clock. The Chargers don't have to use a timeout, and they're going to get the ball back. Raiders will punt. Skylar Rory, are you kidding me? Raiders are going for a 60-yard field goal. Cody Foster from 60. And that's nowhere close. Wow, that was incredibly stupid. And now you give the Chargers the football at the 50-yard line when they only need a field goal. That just may cost the Raiders right there. What were you thinking? You punt in that situation. Wow. I'm officially retired. Wow. 1st and 10 for the Chargers now at the 50-yard line. 1:39 left. Let's see if the Chargers can capitalize off this Raider miscue. And we'll be talking about this for a while. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Gardner looking. He's got all day. Throws. Caught by Aaron Randolph. Down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 21. Raiders take a timeout. Chargers are now in field goal range. Oh, they've got the Raiders up against a wall now. They can force the Raiders to use their final 2 timeouts and then kick the field goal at their leisure. What a mistake by the Raiders. That's going to cost them this game. It's going to cost them a trip to Pittsburgh. AFC Wildcard. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. On 1st and 10, everybody in tight. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Raiders desperately need a turnover now. Gardner fakes the handoff. They're passing, throws, and throws it away. That did the Raiders a favor. They don't have to take a timeout. Boy, both teams playing stupid. That'll stop the clock. 1:26 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Every team, I feel, needs a clock management coach. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore picks up a yard to the 28. Raiders take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 8. Now it's a 45-yard field goal attempt. Well, I'm not wrong, Durante. Now, a 45-yard field goal is no gimme. I understand that, but still, it's makeable. Raiders desperately need a turnover. On 3rd and 8 from the 28. Chargers come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Gardner looking. Rolls out. And Gardner takes a sack. Again, stupid football. You run it there. Ron Springs gets the sack. And now, instead of a 45-yard field goal, you're looking at a 54-yard field goal. Why do you pass there? You want to run. Force the Raiders to take that timeout. We're down to about a minute left. Here we go. Tyler Hines from 54 to give the Chargers the lead. We're down to 36 seconds. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. The Raiders are going to survive their stupidity and advance to the divisional round. 2 more snaps, and the Raiders will win this. We're under 40 seconds, and they only have 1 timeout. The Raiders are going to hang on and win it by a score of 16-14, and they'll play the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh in the divisional round. And the Chargers, I don't know what to say. I really have no words. Gotta love stupidity. Raiders will go into the victory formation.
Let's go.
Chargers will take their final timeout. Tomorrow, we hope to be on at 7 Eastern for the NFC Wildcard doubleheader. Giants, Vikings, and then Packers, Redskins, 7 Eastern. That is if we don't get rained out tomorrow. The chances are we will. I'll let Evil Dead know. And he can pass it along to whoever he wants to. On 2nd and 11, they're out of timeouts. Final play of the game. They take a knee. And that will do it. Raiders will win it. Chargers are now out of the playoffs. They've been eliminated. The Raiders will play at Pittsburgh. Raiders-Steelers playoff game. That sounds good. Final seconds tick away. Your final score, the Raiders 16, the Chargers 14. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. Good night, everybody. Don't know why that happened.